Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a video basically talking about new stuff that's coming out or stuff that's already come out. So it's basically a will I buy it video or will I holler at it. I think that's what I'm going to call it because I'm always saying let me holler at that. So, okay, so I'm going to be talking about 10 new releases in the makeup world. I'm going to start off with MAC Cosmetics. I'll also be putting pictures of everything that I'm talking about in the video. But MAC Cosmetics is coming out with individual sparkly eyeshadows, part of the Shiny Pretty Things collection. Okay, here's a shot of just a couple of the colors that MAC is coming out with these shiny, sparkly eyeshadows for the holiday collection. They're going to be available October the 18th. And if you like glittery eyeshadows, especially for the holidays, and I think most people do, then this is going to be a fun thing for a lot of people to purchase. I actually don't have a price on those. So for the MAC Cosmetics Shiny Things collection, I'll probably definitely get at least one, if not two, of the shades that they're coming out with. Because I do love sparkly eyes. Not only around the holidays, but pretty much throughout the year. I like to wear a lot of sparkle on my eyes. I like the way it looks. So moving on to the next product I'm going to talk about is from Melt Cosmetics, and it is their Gemini palette. Here's a quick shot of the Gemini palette. The colors are just so beautiful. This palette I think is already sold out once or twice, but it's currently back in stock. It retails for $58. It's 10 shades, but they are shades that I absolutely love. Like, this palette is one of those palettes that I'm just really excited about. I love those olive green shades and the orange colors and the yellows. I just gravitate toward those. I just really like those colors. So I'll probably definitely purchase that. It's 10 shades for $58. I think that's a little too expensive. But for those shades, if I know I'm going to wear them a lot and get a lot of great looks out of them, then I'll spend the money. The next thing I'm going to talk about is Huda Beauty, which she's actually from Cookeville, which is where I work in Tennessee. So, and I think it's so cool that she has this huge cosmetic line. She's coming out with a new nude palette. Here are a couple of shots of the Huda new nude palette. It has a lot of beautiful shades. There's some matte shades. There are some sparkly shades. Overall, this palette's just beautiful. Which is going to retail for $65. It's not available until November the 1st, but it has some beautiful shades, like nude shades in it. Some of them are cool tones, some of them are warm. There's some sparkly shades. I just think it's a great basic everyday palette, and I think it looks like something you get a lot of different looks out of. So as far as purchasing that one, I'm not sure, but I might. She's a Cookeville girl. I might support her just because I think that's so cool. And she does have some really good products, so I may get that one. The next thing I'm going to talk about is Kylie Cosmetics is actually coming out with a Halloween collection, which, if you know me, I love Halloween so much. I love everything about it. It's in my favorite season of the year. I love the spookiness, the magical. I don't know why I love Halloween so much. I think it's just because, you know, throughout my childhood, Halloween was made into this huge special thing, whether it be like the school or my friends or, you know, my parents always making sure they took me trick-or-treating, and I just love Halloween. I think it's awesome. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I am talking about Kylie Cosmetics Halloween collection. Here's just a quick picture of the 4 bullet lipsticks that she's coming out with in this collection. And then here are the 2 the cream eyeshadows. One of them is a coppery color and the other one is like a yellow based gold. And then she's also coming out with a lip gloss and a matte lipstick. And here are the shades in the palette. And it drops on October the 12th. There's going to be 4 lipsticks, 1 matte lip kit, 2 glitter eyes, eyeshadow, 1 eyeshadow palette. There's going to be a highlighter, which is a duochrome highlighter, and there's going to be 1 glitter gloss. For some reason, I did not get a picture of the highlighter uploaded. So sorry. I don't have any prices on this, but I know that a lot of her stuff sells out. That's probably the reason why she's doing so well, which I think, hey, that's great. If you're doing great, good for you. I have a lot of her liquid lips. I have a lot of her eyeliners. Eyeliners? No. Lip liners. I have her glosses. And, you know, I think they're great. I do like her velvet matte formula a lot better than I like the liquid matte. But I wear both of them. So I'm pretty sure I won't buy the whole collection. But I may. I really like that highlighter. And I'm not a big highlighter person. But I like the way this highlight that she's coming out with, that duochrome, I like the way it looks. So I may purchase that. Maybe 1 or 2 of the lipsticks. And I'm also interested in the glitter eyes, which is, you know, like that coppery colored one I really like, in the gold. I think those would look great on your eyelids. The 5th thing I'm going to talk about is from Lorac. I actually really like the Lorac eyeshadows. I used to have a palette, and I wore it out so much. I think it was one of the first more expensive palettes that I bought. So I bought it years ago, but I literally wore it every day for a few years. So I do love Lorac's eyeshadow formula, but they're coming out with a Shine Bright Pro palette. This is a quick shot of the Lorac Pro palette that's coming out. And as you can see, it's got some really beautiful shades in it. Shades that I think I could definitely come up with some good looks with for the holidays. And it's going to have 20 shades, and there's no, as of right now, there's no launch date and there's no price point on it. But from the looks of it, I think it's beautiful. It's got all kinds of different shades in it. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it, but I may get it because I really like the way it looks. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is ColourPop has launched a new palette that is a lot of pink shades. Here's a quick look at some swatches and the actual cover of the palette. It's called Ooh La La. It's available now, and it's only $12. And I think if you really love pink, and if you wear a lot of pinks on your eyes, then this would be definitely a good palette to buy, because ColourPop eyeshadows, I really enjoy them. I've owned a lot of them. I've used a lot of them. I like pink, but I don't wear that much pink on my eyes. So this is probably something that I'm not going to buy. Like I said, that is available now if you want to. If you like a lot of pinks, you'll really love that palette. Okay, so number 7 on my list is the Hank and Henry Lip Aesthetic Liquid Lip. Here is a quick shot of just some of the shades that they're coming out with. I think there's going to be 10. I have one of these. I received one of these in one of my box of charms. It was in September. I think it was the August box. And this is a really pretty wine color. It's called Petal Pusher. It's actually a lot darker than this on the lips. It's more like a wine color. But this formula is really good. The only thing, you have to be pretty quick about getting it on your lips because it dries down quick. But it is comfortable. They're coming out with 10 different shades, and they're going to launch everywhere October 19th. They're long wearing, they're vegan, and they're $16 each, or you can get all 10 of them for $125. Alright, and the next thing I'm going to be talking about is by Charlotte Tilbury. She has a new palette that is available now, but it's also a limited edition. It's called Stars in Your Eyes palette. Here's a picture of the outside of the palette. You can see it is absolutely beautiful packaging. And here is a shot of the actual shades in the palette. They're also very beautiful. It's got 12 shadows, and it's really a beautiful palette. I love the packaging, but the price point on this is $75. I'm sorry. I think if you can afford it and you want to spend the money on it, there's nothing wrong with that. Me, myself, I'm not going to spend $75 on this palette. The colors are beautiful, but I have enough palettes in my collection as of right now that I can probably pull off looks close to what this palette offers. So this palette's a no for me. Whew! Alright, the next thing I'm going to talk about is Morphe, the 35M palette. Here is a shot of the 35M palette. As you can see, it's got a lot of beautiful shades. And here's another angle showing off some of those sparklier colors. This palette's been out for a few weeks, but I'm just now getting around to talking about it. And I think it is beautiful. It's only $24. It's available now. And this is a palette that I'm probably definitely going to purchase because I love the green shades in it. Once again, I love green, especially on the eyes. I just love the way those colors look. So that is definitely something I'm going to purchase. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to talk about is, of course, another palette. I just feel like palettes are springing up everywhere, and I wish that I had enough time and money to try them all. This palette is by Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. It's the Sinful Eyes palette. Here's just a quick picture of the actual palette, and here's another little mock-up of the palette and some swatches. It's available on October the 29th. I don't have any prices for this palette yet, but I do love the shades in it, and I may purchase it. It just depends on what the price is, and if I can really look at the colors and in my head come up with, certain looks that I want to try. Okay, so to recap, the MAC Cosmetics, the individual eyeshadows from the Shiny Pretty Things collection, which comes out October the 18th. I may purchase one or two of these. Just depends on the shade range and how much they are. But I love, in the picture that I put in the video, I love how sparkly they look. The Melt Cosmetics Gemini palettes, 10 shades. It's $58, which is way more than what I usually spend on an eyeshadow palette. But the colors in this palette, I love them so much that I don't think I could ever get sick of using that palette, so I may purchase it. And the Huda Beauty, the new nude palette for $65, I may purchase that one too. I think that palette, even though it's a more nude shades and maybe everyday shades, I think that you can get a lot of looks out of that palette, whether it be like a date night or an everyday look. So I think I will get that palette. I don't have any of her palettes, but I love the way that palette looks, and I think that would be a good staple in my collection as far as nudes go. The Kylie Cosmetics collection, I definitely want maybe one or two things out of the collection. Definitely probably the highlighter. I really love the way that duochrome highlighter looks, and I've only seen swatches on her Snapchat and on Instagram, but I love the way that it looks. And the glitter eyes, that liquid eye shadow in that coppery color, I really love it too. And I may try one or two of the lipsticks also, and possibly the gloss. Okay, so the Lorac Holiday Palette, with 20 shades. I'm not sure the price yet, but I may get that one because it does have some shades in it that I like. The ColourPop Ooh La La, I probably won't purchase because I'm not that excited about that many pinks in one palette. I think it's super cute. It's $12, so that's also awesome because ColourPop does have a great eyeshadow formula, but it's just not something I gravitate toward. The Hank and Henry liquid lips, the one that I have, I do like it, but I'm not sure if I'll purchase another one. I'll have to really look at the shades, and if there's one that I think I could wear every day, then I may do that. The Charlotte Tilbury is just a no from me. 12 shadows for $75. I don't care how pretty the packaging is. I don't care, you know, it's got to do more than, it's got to really excite me for me to spend $75 on any kind of makeup product, because I've never spent that much. Skincare, yes, I will spend, you know, quite a bit of money on skincare just because I want to take care of my skin. I'm 39 years old. I can't be slacking on the skincare, okay? But eyeshadows, no. Sorry, that's a no for me. The Morphe 35M for $24. I already know that I adore Morphe eyeshadows. It's what I have on my eyes today. I've never been disappointed by any product that I've bought from Morphe, and I will definitely probably get that palette because there are some shades in it that I'm just dying to work with. And last but not least, Makeup Addiction Cosmetics, the Sinful Eyes. I love the colors in that palette. I don't know how much it's going to cost. I don't know what the price point on it is. So that one for me is, I don't know yet. Because if it comes out and it's like 30 bucks, then okay. But if it comes out like old Tilbury wanting to charge $80, I can't have that. Not going to do it. So, yeah. Alright everybody, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below and let me know of all these products, you know, if there's anything that you would like to try. And if there's anything I didn't mention that you know is coming out, just let me know. And maybe I'll feature it in my next Will I Holler at It video. And also, this video was inspired by Samantha March. She has a whole series on her channel of different YouTubers doing Will I Buy It videos. And some of them are named differently, some of them are named just that. But it's a series that she started that's just an awesome way for everybody to get more information about what is new and what's coming out. So I will leave her channel linked below if you want to check her out. She's definitely in my recommended channels. And so you should go check her out. And that's going to do it. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Woo! $75! Jeez, loud! I wish somebody would charge me $75 for 12 shades. It's a good thing I ain't on nobody's PR list, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'd get kicked off. $75. Cloud! I'm going to call Lyle. Oh, that tea's good.